Hello everyone. I am the Buddha. I am truly happy to be able to gather here with all of you today. Now, today, let us practice together the meditation for healing the relationship with your parents. The bond between parent and child is the deepest connection in life. At the same time, it is a relationship that can generate the most complex suffering. I want to be loved by my parents. I want to be acknowledged by my parents. There are many who grow into adulthood carrying these earnest, unfulfilled wishes deep within their hearts. I thought my parents were perfect beings, but as I became an adult, I began to see their flaws. My parents were too strict with me. My parents forced their ideals upon me. I was discriminated against compared to my siblings and treated unfairly. There are truly many people who continue to carry such dissatisfaction and resentment toward their parents. And those emotions are silently casting a shadow over your current interpersonal relationships and your choices in life. The emotional wounds received from your parents are binding your freedom. I, too, have heard the voices of many suffering people. The earnest wish to be free from the parental curse. However, by awakening to the truth, you should realize one fact. That is, my parents, too, were merely human beings lost in delusion. In this world, a perfect parent does not exist. Those parents might also have been wounded by their own parents. Or perhaps they were simply doing their best to endure amidst the rough waves of life. When you stand from that perspective, the path to forgiving your parent as a single human being opens up. In today's meditation, let us deepen that important realization together. Realizing that parents are human and were imperfect. Understanding your parents and feeling gratitude for the connection of life they gave you. Becoming free from the negative cycles passed down through generations. With these as our pillars, let us enter meditation. Now, please sit in a comfortable position. A chair or the floor is fine. Gently straighten your spine and relax your shoulders. Place your hands on your knees or thighs and be at ease. Lightly close your eyes and quietly steady your breath. Are you ready? Then, let us begin the meditation to heal the relationship with your parents. Welcome to this time of liberation. the chains of the parent-child relationship. We will heal the relationship between you and your parents. There is perhaps no relationship more complex or deep than that of parent and child. You inherited many things from your parents. Life, values, ways of living, wounds, within that, you may have suffered. You may have blamed yourself for not meeting your parents' expectations. You may have resented your parents. But now, let us shift your perspective on your parents just a little. By looking at your parents from a different angle, healing begins. Now, let us begin slowly. First, turn your awareness to your breath. The natural rhythm of breathing. As you inhale, accept an understanding of your parents. As you exhale, bit by bit, let go of your resentment toward them. go. With each breath, feel your heart gradually becoming softer. The hardened emotions toward your parents that you have carried forward. So long are loosening. Now, please picture your parent in your mind. Their face, their voice, your memories with them. Recall the discomfort or dissatisfaction you feel in your relationship with that parent. How they treated you. What they expected of you. How they hurt you. There is no need to deny those feelings. Simply acknowledge that they are there. Say to yourself, "Ah, these feelings are here. try to imagine that parent when they were a child. That parent, too, inherited something from their own parents. That parent also faced the expectations of their parents. That parent may have also been wounded by their parents. That parent, too, was imperfect. Their knowledge, experience, and mental capacity were insufficient. Now, imagine the time when that parent was raising you. What state was that parent in? Were they carrying anxiety about work? Were they worried about finances? Did they feel uneasy about raising you? Did they feel lost in their own life? That parent, too, was suffering. That parent was doing their absolute best. That parent was not perfect. There are no perfect parents in this world. Their parents, all parents are imperfect. I have left these words behind. Parents, too, lived within suffering. Within that suffering, they did their best to raise their children. The reason you exist here is because that parent, no matter the circumstances, raised you. The love that parent gave you might not have been perfect, but that love is the foundation of your life. Now, in your heart, try to convey your gratitude to that parent. Thank you for raising me as my parent. It may not have been perfect, but you were doing your best in your own way, weren't you? You were suffering too, weren't you? Even so, you raised me. Thank you. how those words of gratitude resonate in your heart. Not everything you inherited from your parents is necessary for your life. Their wounds, their values, their limitations, their fears. You do not need to inherit all of these. You can break those chains right here. This wound was inherited from my parent. But I will not pass this wound to the next generation any longer. This fear was inherited from my parent. But I let go of this fear right here. This limitation was inherited from my parent. But I choose freedom. Now, visualize those chains. The invisible chains stretching from your parents' generation to you. It may be a long chain that has continued for many generations. the one to break that chain. With your own hands, please cut those chains. Feel the chains softly vanishing away. From now on, you will walk a new path. Not the path your parents walked, but your own path. Try to forgive your parent in your heart. It is okay if you cannot forgive them completely. Just take one step toward forgiveness. Parent, I forgive you. You were suffering too, weren't you? You were imperfect too, weren't you? You were human too, weren't you? Therefore, I forgive you. Feel that forgiveness pouring into your heart. By forgiving your parent, you feel as though you yourself have been forgiven. Feel that healing. Thank you for your practice. What changes did you feel in your heart? The parent-child relationship is truly complex. The longing to be loved and the resentment of being unable to forgive can coexist in a single heart. Many people are torn apart and suffer because of that contradiction. However, when you accept your parent as a single human being, you are released from that suffering. I myself experienced many things regarding my family ties. In my youth, I struggled and there were things I could not understand. However, as I walked the path of truth and gazed upon the sufferings of birth, aging, sickness, and death, I became able to see my parents' anguish as well. My parents were living to their fullest at that time as well, I thought. In that moment, for the first time, true gratitude was born. Instead of seeking a parent as a perfect God, accept them as an imperfect human being. By doing so, the burden of expectation disappears, and the relationship naturally turns into something peaceful. If you are still suffering in your relationship with your parents, please try this meditation repeatedly and regularly. Each time, there will be new discoveries and your understanding will deepen. If your parents are still living, it might be good to contact them after this meditation. Thank you. Thank you for your hard work. Imagine how much those simple words could warm their hearts. If they have already passed away, carve that gratitude deeply into your heart. Even if the physical body perishes, what your parents gave you lives on within you. You will connect that light of love to the next generation through yourself. However, if there is a negative cycle you have inherited, you must break it in your generation. That responsibility and power lie with you now. By breaking the chain, you open a new, free path for your children and the generations beyond. If you like, please put your experiences into words. My gratitude deepened, my heart felt lighter. I was able to understand my parents. Knowing your progress is a great joy for me as well. Now, thank you for walking with me until the end. I hope that you heal your relationship with your parents and, through that healing, reclaim your truly free self. I look forward to seeing you again. Please spend your days in good health. Goodbye.